Many of us struggle to get enough sleep every night, but is the sleep we get any good? While it's important to get enough sleep, better sleep is a greater ally than more hours of sleep. We sat down with a sleep expert and a stack of studies to help you get a better night's sleep and need less in the process. Here's how. This post was originally published in 2013. In honor of World Sleep Day, today we're reviving this old feature on how to get better Z's. Let's make sure we're on the same page from the start. You need sleep, and odds are, you may not be getting enough as it is. This guide will help you improve the quality of your sleep, so you can survive on less, but it'll be useless if you don't know how much sleep is right for you to begin with. The truth is, each of us needs a different amount of sleep to be productive, and the whole 8 hours thing is more of a guideline than a rule. In fact, some research suggests that sleeping too much can actually be harmful to your health. Photo by Toshiyuki Imai. We've discussed how to get on a good sleep schedule and ditch a dysfunctional relationship with sleeping, so if you're having trouble sleeping, make sure to follow that guide first. Our goal in this post is to walk you through improving the sleep, that you get to the point where you can fine-tune and dial back the amount that you get to match what you really need. You'll spend less time tossing and turning, and more time getting truly restful sleep. We frequently hear about the dangers of too little sleep, but there's also research to suggest too much sleep is a problem too. One study published in the Journal of Psychosomatic Research concluded that quality of sleep is more important than quantity of sleep when it comes to feeling rested and rejuvenated. So where does that leave us? First, start tracking your sleep and find your perfect bedtime. There are great apps that can help. 8 hours of sleep is worthless if you spend all of it tossing and turning, or you only sleep for about 3-4 hours of it. Trying to fix poor sleep habits by going to bed earlier is like trying to lose weight by spending more time at the gym without actually changing the duration of your workout. Once you've learned to optimize your time, you'll see better results. Optimizing your sleep depends heavily on 3 things: preparation, building good sleep habits, environment, tweaking your surroundings for optimal sleep, and timing, getting the sleep you need when you need it. We sat down with Dr. Nitin Verma, MD, a Stanford University-trained specialist in sleep medicine and medical director of the Washington Township Center for Sleep Disorders in Fremont, to come up with some tips to help you improve the quality of your sleep, so you'll need less in the long term. Photo by Joy Ito. The first step is to build the habits that will help you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and be more comfortable while you rest. For example, cut back on screen time. We've mentioned it before, but study after study all point to the notion that electronic devices harm our sleep cycles. Cr. suggested turning off your gadgets at least 1-2 hours before bedtime, even those e-ink devices. "2 hours is best, but admittedly impractical for many people. The screens on tablets, phones, TVs are so bright that they can confuse the brain's suprachiasmatic nucleus, or SCN," he explains. Bright light too late at night can confuse the brain into thinking it is 2 p.m. when it is 2 a.m. Even if sleep occurs, it will not be as deep, and therefore less restorative. Photo by dreaming poet, Shutterstock. Before you lay down to sleep, you should also make sure your environment is conducive to a good night's rest. Make sure your bed is actually comfortable. We've said this several times before, but put your money where your time goes. Since most of us will spend an average of 24 years of our lives asleep, your bed deserves serious investment. Buy the right mattress, pick some good pillows, and pick up some good sheets. Don't underestimate the power of a more comfortable comforter, a pillow top over your old mattress, or even a cooling pillow. Your bed is important, and you should make sure it improves your sleep, not hinder it. Photo by Alliance.cut out the distractions. Kids waking you up. You may not be able to do much about that, but if your phone is waking you up, buzzing with notifications or new emails, it's time to turn it off. Set some quiet hours, improve your notifications so they help you sleep, or just set it to silent when you go to bed. If your neighborhood is noisy and that keeps you from sleeping, try a white noise generator or some soothing music to drown it out and help you rest. Photo by Max Riesco, Shutterstock. You already know that how long you sleep is important, but for the best possible sleep, you really should go to sleep and wake up at the same time every day. The debate rages over the concept of sleep debt and whether it can be paid off by sleeping in, and different experts say different things about it. Cr. suggests an alternative, and often overlooked way for people to optimize their sleep is to wake up the same time every day, or at least within the same hour. So rather than oversleep on off days, waking at the same time and then taking a nap allows the extra sleep without disrupting the normal wake-sleep schedule. He continues, many of my patients have such a different weekday-weekend wake schedule that they are experiencing the same sleepiness that people who are jet-lagged. Even 2 hours difference hurts, especially if they are already sleep-deprived. If that's the case, and you still don't want to adjust your sleep schedule, maybe our tips on beating jet lag can help. Finally, if you're having trouble getting quality sleep, or even if you sleep for long periods and don't feel rested, it may be time to talk to your doctor. There could be any number of medical issues causing your sleep problems, all of them treatable. You may be suffering from chronic insomnia, which is treatable with mild sedatives. You could also be suffering from sleep apnea or some other undiagnosed condition that, once treated, can turn the hours you get into the most restful you've ever had. Ultimately, the only way to know for sure is to check with your doctor and possibly submit to a sleep test that'll settle the issue once and for all. Photo by Eric Schmittenmatter. Once you have your sleep issues sorted out, whether by the professionals or through our tips above, you can start to fine-tune the amount of sleep you actually get to make sure you only take away as much as you actually need. If you've been sleeping 9 or 10 hours, because it's the only way to feel rested, but once you start wearing a mask and ditching the gadgets before bed, you find that you feel just as rested after 8, you can start to edge back to see what happens. Bonus, you'll get 2 extra hours in your day to do the things you want to do, and your mind and body won't be worse for the wear as a result. Cr. Nitin Verma, MD, is a specialist in sleep medicine and the medical director of the Washington Township Center for Sleep Disorders in Fremont. He has offered his tips for better sleep here before, and he graciously volunteered his expertise for this piece as well. We thank him, and you can follow him on Twitter at @NitinVerma.